If you're looking for a healthy tofu recipe that is flavorful and so dang crispy, you need to make these vegan dandan dumplings. Oh yes, they're made with rice paper, which makes them super easy to make, very hard to mess up, and that dandan sauce, Plus, I'm sharing 2 different ways you can make these dumplings, air fried and pan fried. Which will be the crispiest? I know, you better watch till the end because it's gonna be a crispy face-off. I am here to help you live your happiest, bestest, plantiest life, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button below because I do healthy, high-protein, plant-based recipes all the time, and you don't want to miss out. Without further ado, let's get into these dandan dumplings. So we're gonna start by preparing the tofu and veggie filling. Very easy. We've got a block of extra firm tofu, which we'll get to shortly, half an onion, half a large red bell pepper, that could be any color you want, honestly, 4 cloves of garlic, because we always need garlic. A few green onions and a couple little carrots. We're basically just going to finely mince up the bell pepper, the onion, mince up that garlic. We're gonna grate the carrot and we're going to separate the light parts from the dark parts of the green onion and finely chop them. That was easy. Now let's get a skillet heating up. Now, we're gonna add about a tablespoon of oil. All right, now that it's HAWT, we're gonna add in the bell pepper, onion, garlic, and the light parts of our green onions. And we just want to let these aromatics and the bell peppers just kind of sweat it out for about 3 minutes or so. We just want them to lose some of their moisture so that overall the veggie tofu mixture isn't too wet and too moist. And then we're gonna take this here fine specimen, our whole block of extra firm tofu, and we're just going to crumble it up into the veggies just using our hands. And then for some extra fun seasonings, we're gonna add a tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm using a gluten-free variety, but you don't have to make it gluten-free. And then we're gonna add in some Szechuan peppercorns, Chinese 5-spice, and a little tiny pinch of salt. Give it all mixy mixy. Wow, that is a situation of much deliciousness. And then right near the end, we're just gonna add in our shredded carrot and our green parts of the green onion and just finish stir frying the ever-loving heck out of this mixture for like 2 minutes. And now we can just yoink this out of the way. We're gonna let the mixture cool, put it in another bowl. So in the meantime, while that's all cooling, we'll make our dandan sauce. If you eat Chinese food a lot and you love dandan noodles, you already know, like, you know what is up. Dandan sauce is chef's kiss. It's savory, it's tangy, slightly sweet, it's spicy. You can always adjust the spice if you're not really into spice, but trust me, you will like the spice in this. The spice comes from both the chili oil we're adding and some more Szechuan peppercorns. So in addition to the chili oil, chili oil, we're gonna add in 1/3 of a cup of some tahini into a jar or a little bowl, plus a tablespoon of coconut sugar and a teaspoon of Szechuan peppercorns that have been ground up, a teaspoon of black vinegar, aka Qingqiang vinegar. It's like a Chinese fermented kind of malty vinegar, very delicious. It's not gluten-free though, so if you are gluten sensitive, you can just sub that out for rice vinegar. And then lastly, for extra salty umami goodness, we're gonna add in some soy sauce. Again, you can use gluten-free or tamari. Oh, and we're gonna also add 1/3 of a cup of hot water just so that it's, you know, saucy, much like me. You're just gonna give it all a good little whiskey until you have a sauce. Now, one other ingredient you could add to the sauce, which is optional but highly recommended, is to add that subscribe button below. I know. You didn't see that one coming, but it's true. Subscribing to Steamy Vegan below for free gets you all sorts of delicious, healthy, high-protein, plant-based, and most of the time gluten-free recipes all the time. I post like 2 to 3 times a week. I am here to serve you guys, and I just want to dish out the things you want to eat. So yeah, subscribe below. Let's be pals, and let's try out some of this dandan sauce, shall we? That is exceptional. I could drink that. Okay, people, let's make the dumpling. So here's my setup. We've got the bowl of filling. I have a little shallow plate filled with water that's going to be used for the rice paper. I've got a slightly wet dampened cutting board for rolling out the dumplings. And then I have a plate that I have lightly greased with some cooking oil for putting the rolled out dumplings on so they don't stick to the plate and rip the rice paper, because that would be a major bummer. All right, we're in cramped quarters, people, but we're gonna make this work. So here is the rice paper, in case you've never seen rice paper before. It's just like a little round, wobbly, flippity floppity little sheet. So we're gonna dunk it in the tray of water and make sure you spin it around, turn it, and make sure it's been fully saturated. And then you're just gonna kind of shake off any extra water that's dripping off and place it on your cutting board. Then we're gonna take about a heaping 1/4 cup of our filling, like so, plop it right in the middle. Doesn't have to be totally perfect, but you know, kind of this little pile in the middle. Then we're gonna take one side, we're gonna kind of fold it over the middle and drag it back a bit. Then we're gonna fold in the other side, press it down, take this side, fold it in, and then kind of push the filling back in the center and fold it over into like this little dumpling, little parcel type situation. Now you will get better at these as you go. I certainly did, and this won't even be my best looking dumpling. They will look nicer as I go. And then we're just gonna place that on our oiled plate and repeat. And look at that, they're getting prettier as I go, as I predicted. Just takes a couple to get the hang of it. Now, here's a plot twist that no one saw coming. You can try double wrapping your dumplings as well if you want to have a little extra crisp factor. Roll it up in one more rice paper sheet. That will be a fun little experiment. Look at those. Yes, they are ready to be dumplinged. All right, so as promised, 2 different cooking methods. First up, air fryer. We're going to line the air fryer basket with parchment paper and give it a really light spritz of cooking oil. Lay down the dumplings in an even layer. Do 1 spritz on top. And an optional but highly recommended little sprinkle of some sesame seeds on top. Beaut. And then we are going to set our temperature to about 380 for 15 minutes. Go, and then just flip them halfway through cooking time. Now, of course, the second way to cook these dumplings is by pan searing them in a skillet. So we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of oil, get it hot and sizzling, and then we're just going to carefully place these down in the hot oil, not burning ourselves because that's never fun, ever. You can probably fit maybe 4 in a pan, depending how big your pan is. Don't forget our cheeky little sprinkle of some sesame seeds. And we're just going to pan fry each of the dumplings for about 4 to 5 minutes per side, just until they are deeply golden and crispy. Oh Lord, look at that one. Oh. As you can see, this one here is the double wrapped one, and it's not like getting quite as golden brown as these ones, but it's still very, very crispy. Are y'all even ready for the air fried version? Look at that golden, crispy action. All right, these are hot as all heck with a capital H, but I'm gonna try one for you. This is the double wrapped pan fried one, okay? Dippity, dippity. That is excellent. We're gonna do one more. Hot, it's very hot. This is the air fryer one. Boink. Whoa. Man, oh man, if I could be a dumpling, I think this is the dumpling I would be. Soft, tender, flavorful on the inside, chewy yet crispy on the outside. And both versions honestly deliver. But I think air fried takes the cake. There's just an extra element of crunch that the air fryer just gets, you know? Plus it uses less oil, which is never a bad thing. And can we just have a moment of appreciation for this dandan sauce? It is so silky, savory, spicy. There's so much flavor, it's insane. Y'all, don't sleep on these vegan dandan dumplings. Make them instead. If you want some other delicious high-protein plant-based recipes that have dropped on the channel recently, check out my lentil patties or my lentil pizza crust. They are delicious and have been very popular lately. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm just here to help you live your happiest, plantiest life. I love ya, and I'll see ya in another video real soon. Ta-ta! Oh, I'm getting serious deliciousness aggression right now. I just wanna, it's so good.